Greetings, humans. I'm Ante, and I'm George, and this is cool, and welcome back to the Windmill full of corpses. Right, so this is the location that is not quite properly urbanized yet. The location that is not quite properly urbanized yet. Yes. The micro-megalopolis. Yes. The not exactly city. The mega village. Yes. The macro settlement. Yes. Right, so how many spires does it make to make two dweebs almost cry in an almost town? 3.5 per dweeb. 3.5 per dweeb. You put 3.5 together twice, you get 7. 007. Spires. I don't know why I threw Bond in there.
Maybe because we have a special bond to this band.
Yes, we do. We have a special bond to this band, which is why they're 007 Spires.
Dovas left.
Yes, Dovas left. Dovas was the drummer. And by was the drummer, I mean he still is the drummer, just not in this band anymore.
His title is the Blast Beat Overlord.
Yes.
I coined it.
Yes. But there's a new dude instead, whose name is Gowan, not Cowan.
I don't know if he's the official Spires drummer. I think he's just coming on the new tour.
Yes.
Which we're gonna see, by the way.
Yes. There's a vocalist called Cowan and the drummer called Gowan, and they're not related. So, you know.
And the guitarist called Costo.
Yes.
And he must be mentioned because he is.
Yes, he's Costo, not Costco, okay?
Are you ready?
No.
Castle!
Get the fuck out!
Cold stone beneath my feet, wrapped in furs and dressing gown. November night caressed my face, the only fun to try allow. Moonlight floods my bedroom through the window where I gaze from far above the mad and merry crowd. Candlelight and laughter warms their windows, crease of faces around the bonfire in the square. The songs of all their ages, they're the lost and broken on the keyboard in the key, but they sing words that I prefer to speak aloud. They sing a love, they sing a regret. Time doesn't wait for the dead. They sing a hope, they sing a peace, they sing a friends they lost 2 years. So don't wait till your life is over. Say your piece now. Join the lost souls in my almost town.
Smack it!
Now I spend eternity with songs I never wrote. Peace in isolation in the fortress I call home. Perched in a stone gesture, looming lonely in the sky. Musing on those endless might have beens. While they sing a love, they sing a regret. Time doesn't wait for the dead. They sing a hope, they sing a peace, they sing a friends they lost again.
The feels!
I have thoughts and a lot of them. More than 7.
More than one thought per spire.
Yes.
The thought to spire desired ratio has been achieved.
Wow, okay, so through the first half of the song I was thinking they're going for a generic, more formulaic sort of, traditional Spires sound without doing any of the very adventurous stuff or without doing any of the extreme feely feels or anything like that. And throughout the first part of the song, you also just have her kind of dwelling in the castle.
Yeah.
And just ripping away at a wilted rose or black rose, or I don't know if the fact that it's black means that it's wilted. That thing! And it's like, when the guys show up and they start playing, they kind of pull her out of the dwelling, right?
Yeah.
So, I know their concepts are very multifaceted and complex, but I think we can dare speculate what A Fortress Called Home, which is the title of the new album, might mean.
Yes. Do speculate. Because I have my speculations, but I want to hear your speculations before I speculate my speculations.
Self-isolation.
Self-isolation, yes.
Yes. Build a whole fortress, because apparently Pink Floyd's wall wasn't enough. What's one wall? You can't surround yourself with one wall. You need at least 4.
You have to make it a circle.
Yeah. A circle?
You have a circular wall, and then you can get only one.
Okay, whatever. It's just a lot of walls, and then you get a fortress, and you shield yourself in.
Yes.
And I'm pretty sure that's a metaphorical way to refer to self-isolation and avoiding lots of things.
Yes, and then you get Costco taking you to Costco, and then things are better.
Yes, so it's like the guys pull her out of her shell, and out of her. And it's also the fact that I think as artists, they have to do this music thing to stop the dwelling.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
I also have to do the music thing to stop the dwelling, but I can't make music, which is why I consume it.
Yes.
Which is why then they gotta go out and make more. It's a symbiosis of avoidance.
Mm-hmm. Jack does a lot of the reverse guitar fret thing.
I actually didn't catch that.
And yeah, he's one of the few guitarists who can still do that, and it's cool. Because all the backwards playing and stuff has become old-fashioned a long time ago. Unless you're Spires, because they continue to be the most classy band in the world.
Right, so speaking of that, what I wanted to say next is that this video is undoubtedly gonna take video of the year for hairdos.
Oh yeah.
And likely outfits as well.
Mm-hmm.
And definitely for castles.
Mm-hmm.
They had Lightbringer in a castles before, and I'm glad that they're going back to castles again. One thing I caught in the lyrics said something like, I don't remember the exact wording, but it was essentially, don't give up, keep the dream alive, or you'll join me and the lost souls in my Almosttown.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I don't know whether this album is going to tie into the concepts of the next 3, of the previous 3.
Mm-hmm.
I also don't know if it's going to tie into the concepts of the next 3, but the future will show. But in the Cabaret of Dreams, in the first album, which was actually second story-wise, pulling a Star Wars thing, there was like the Cabaret of Dreams that was this, okay, I don't want to dwell too much on the concept because I don't know how much all the people are going to get, but there was this like, purgatory where lost souls would go after they die instead of going up or down if they had unresolved issues or stuff, and then the protagonist like owned the place and was also a lost soul, something like that. So this might tie into the concept, or it might bring it back into making it something more personal because she gets out of the castle and joins the band.
Yes.
So it might actually be relating the previous concepts to the real world and the real person.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think it could be a way of saying all the lore, let's pull the veil down and just put the real people out there. And I think that also makes sense because they were kind of giggly and having fun when they were playing together, right?
Yes.
Which is, I guess, how they are as people in a rehearsal room and probably even on shows at times.
Yes.
You can't be all persona, right?
Yeah. Even though they have some spectacular personas. There's gotta be a person behind to carry the persona.
One thing about the video.
Yes.
Did you see him?
Yes, Novas.
Yes.
He did the video before leaving.
Yes. He's like, I'm not gonna be in this band anymore, but you bet I'm gonna take all the credits for this album.
I mean, we already know he does that. He also took credits for the electronic drums on Solveig.
which he didn't record because they were electronic.
Yes, but he shows up in the videos. Good for him.
Good for him.
Apart from the fact that he's the blast beat overlord and one of the best drummers in the world, he's also gonna take credit that he hasn't earned. I'm joking. This album was recorded by him.
It was recorded by him.
Yeah. It's his recording.
But wow, that was a great first impression for this album. I'm gonna say just one more thing.
Yes.
Because we're gonna see them live very soon, I've been doing my homework a bit, and just listening to this band for 40 minutes will drain you emotionally. Like, that's why the feels are so strong.
And that's why it's good for people who have a lot of emotions.
Yes, for me, they're exhausting to listen to, and for completely different reasons than why Tosin Abasi is exhausting to listen to.
So it's not cognitively exhausting, it's emotionally exhausting.
Yes.
So I don't have two different facets of your psychology that can be exhausted.
Yes.
Imagine a playlist of this and Tosin Abasi. Not to mention how much the incoherence of that would exhaust you.
Let's not imagine that. Let's do that. Let's make a playlist that's like alternating Animals as Leaders and 7 Spires songs and only listen to that for like 2 weeks and then, I don't know, get our brains checked, see what happens.
Okay, a bit more about the music. You know how more poppy songs have this thing where you have like the riff on the intro and the chorus, but it clears out
in the verse.
Okay, they did that, but they had like the fluid bass sound that you often find in more extreme metal types. So it was like a completely different aesthetic of that same structure. It was so interesting.
Can I also say the bass tone is a lot more similar to the likes of Obscura and Beyond Creation and stuff like that? It's not technical death metal lines, but the tone and the sort of slidey and wobbly nature to the bass has that. And the mix is the best they've ever done.
I was gonna pick a bit on the mix.
Why?
It sounds very good. Yes. It is exactly as organic as it should for this aesthetic.
Yes.
It expresses everything exactly right. And I am wrong about this, but it is my own opinion. I want the kicks louder because I love Dovas.
Yes.
When particularly on the main riff where you really get the wind instruments in the orchestrals, the kicks start sounding a bit buried. Now, you don't get the buried Dovas kicks. But
I didn't pay that much attention to that, but okay.
That's because you're not a Dovas fan.
No, I'm not.
That's personal to me. I think the drums are really where they should be in the mix to make it work. I just, I simp for Dovas.
I am a Dovas fan, just not a fanboy. Okay? He's the only one who wants to marry him.
Not him, just his blast beats.
Okay.
Are we done here?
No.
So if you enjoyed this reaction, we'd really appreciate the likes and shares. And if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe with bells on.
Thank you very much for stopping by. We hope you enjoyed your stay, and we'd love to see you back at the Windmill very soon.
I think he is married. Jeez. Corpse is out.